Hi, garden friends. Welcome to the channel. I'm Era, and this is Gardening on Purpose. If you're new here, welcome. If you're a subscriber, welcome back. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch my video. I'm at Lowe's. I'm at the Camp Creek Lowe's, and I'm checking out their plant inventory. All right, guys, I am very excited to see this one. This is the Banana Peel Elysium. This is from the folks at First Editions, and I love this guy. Now, I saw it at my store one time years ago, but now my store only carries the Florida Sunshine Elysium, which is a bigger version and more of a vase-like shape. This one here is more of a compact shape, and it just looks really nice. Looks just as nice as the Florida one. This beauty here is, has a licorice smell. It can take full shade to partial shade. It's an evergreen, and it's definitely something to look at in the winter time. Let me know if you see this beauty in your Lowe's. $29.98 at the Camp Creek Lowe's. Another one I'm excited to see is the Tokyo Skies cast iron plant. I never really see cast iron plant at my Lowe's, but this one here is a beauty. It's really nice and speckled, and this guy here is a part shade to shade guy that grows 2 to 3 feet tall by 1 to 2 feet wide. I absolutely adore it. It is from the folks at Southern Living Plant Collection, $22.98. They've got the beautiful Roman candle podocarpus. I've seen this at my store once or twice. I don't think I saw it this year. $24.98 for a full sun to partial shade plant. Love this guy, and you can see why they call it Roman candle. This beauty here has upright, really nice foliage, and then the new foliage has this really nice candle-like view. Really, really nice, guys. This again is from the folks at the Southern Living Plant Collection. They've got something called the Emerald Boxer Holly. I definitely don't see this one at my store. $54.98 from the folks at Monrovia, and it looks really, really nice. Says it's a holly, doesn't have any prickly things going on. Really nice looking and healthy. Let me know if you see this beauty in your store or if you have it in your yard. Now, this guy here is hardy from zone 7 to 9. Really, really nice. I can see that it probably grows pretty big because of how it's, reacting in the pot, but they do have 4 of them here at the Camp Creek Lowe's. All right, so they have a lot of the perennial or the hardy hibiscus. I showed you these in my store the other day. They're just coming in. You're going to start seeing these because these guys can take the heat. Even though they do like water, they do flourish well when they're in full sun. And they pretty much have the same ones, the Perfect Storm, and they also have the Cookies and Cream. These guys are going to be $29, guys, $29.98 here at Lowe's. All right, so they also have some Sensation. This one is a honeysuckle, $29.98 from the folks at Proven Winners. Now, I actually like honeysuckle, but I don't buy them because they grow wild in the back of my yard. When I first bought the house, they were all over, and I kind of cut them down because they were kind of taken over, but they come right back. Of course, you can see it's a vine, so it's going to need a trellis, and it is hardy from zones 4 to 9 and really likes the full sun. They also have some phlox. So this is from the folks at Proven Winners again. This one is the Luminary Sunset Coral for $16.98. And then they have the Luminary Ultraviolet, also $16.98. I'm a big fan of phlox. They do well in my yard. You just have to make sure you don't plant them too close and give them enough, space to have some airflow, because if not, then they are susceptible to the powdery mildew. But I have several types of phlox in my yard, and they are all covered in bees. They all look great. They've got the Monrovia version of phlox as well. Now, this particular one here is the Sweet Summer Queen phlox, $15.98. And these are looking nice as well. Some really nice pink blooms. They also have the Uptick Gold and Bronze Coreopsis. I have this in my store as well. You guys know I'm a big fan of Coreopsis for so many reasons. 1, they look like this. 2, they love the sun. This is one of the perennials that will not complain about too much sun. And also, they bloom very, very long. One of the longest blooming perennials. They've got some ever amethyst agapanthus. Now, I saw this show up at my Lowe's, but it's not there anymore, so I think people probably bought them up. I'm a big fan of agapanthus. I have the Queen Mum, which is more of a white with a subtle purpley blue color. This one is more of a purple, $16.98 from the folks at the Southern Living Plant Collection. Love these. They're hardy from zones 8 to 11, and they love the part sun. Now, for me, I'm in Georgia. I have a lot of humidity and a lot of heat. And even though this guy here is, it's native to Africa and a lot, hot places, it does well for me personally when it's in the part sun. They've got the Obsession Nandina, one of my favorite Nandinas. Now, right now, my Lowe's doesn't have any of these. They kind of ran out. I think people bought them up. They do have the lemon lime one, but here they only have the Obsession. It's a part shade, full sun guy. Now, I have this guy on my foundation that is actually part sun, and it does really, really well. Now, the more sun it gets, the more red that the new foliage will be, but I'm a big fan of this guy. Let me know if you see this one in your store. All right, so they also have some abelias. This one here is from the folks at the Southern Living Plant Collection. This one is the Suntastic Abelia Pink, $24.98, guys. Love this beauty. It has this really nice variegated foliage, and it has these beautiful white blooms. Now, you guys know I already have Kaleidoscope, and I have Rose Creek, and I have Canyon Creek, and all three of them do really, really well in my yard. Now, I don't think I've seen the Suntastic one at my Lowe's. I think I saw it at another store, but not Lowe's, but I really, really like it. $24.98. Let me know if you have this one. It is a full sun plant, and it grows 2 to 3 feet tall by 3 to 5 feet wide. They've got some beautiful touch of gold holly. Love this guy. This guy's also on my foundation. Now, I can't remember if I've seen this one at my store this season. I've seen it before, but I don't know if I saw it this season. But this guy is a full sun plant that grows 2 feet tall by 4 feet wide from the folks at Southern Living Plant Collection. It is on my foundation and it's doing amazing, guys. Love this guy because it's evergreen and it's something to look at in the wintertime. They've also got the Sem's Beauty Oak Leaf Hydrangea. This beauty here is a part sun plant, which means it requires 3 to 6 hours of sun. This is in a black pot, which means it's going to be a little bit cheaper. This one, $21.98, and blooms in the summer only. And you can see why it's called the Oak Leaf Hydrangea, because the leaves resemble the oak tree. Really, really nice. Now, the Oak Leaf Hydrangea, I believe, is native to the southeast United States, so this one will do really, really well. They've got some Pringles Dwarf U, YEW. I've seen this at my store before. $21.98 in the black pot. So some of these things, you're going to see it at the same store over and over, but I'm really excited to see the ones that I don't have, that they do. They also have the Bordeaux Yopon Holly. I got this from my Lowe's years ago. It's actually in my mailbox garden. It's doing really, really well. I'm really surprised because my mailbox garden is blazing hot sun from the minute the sun goes up to the minute it goes down, but this is a beauty. This guy is hardy from zone 7 and grows to 3 feet tall. I also did go to another Lowe's, and they also had this Lemon Burst Arborvitae. I don't think mine has it. This guy's going to be $29.98. It is a full sun plant, hardy from zones 4 to 8, and grows 4 to 6 feet tall by 3 to 4 feet wide. Now, you guys know I love anything that's like a greeny, chartreusey color, but of course, you know, arborvitaes don't do well in my yard. But let me know if you've seen this guy in your store. They've got a lot of roses, guys. These are the True Bloom roses. Now, you guys know I'm a big fan of roses, but all my True Bloom roses that I actually bought them from Walmart, and I bought them as a bare root, and they're doing really, really great. But these guys here are going to cost you $24.98. They're really established and really, really nice. Of course, they're going to have knockout roses. These guys, looks like they have a lot of the orange glow, right? I have those in my store too. And of course, they have the typical ones, the reds and the pinks. These guys here are going to be $25.98. They've got a whole bunch of sunflower or helianthus. This is not the typical purebred sunflower, but they really look nice. $29.98. Now, of course, these are an annual, so they won't come back, but they may reseed for you. Okay, as expected, they do have the Encore azaleas, but I'm seeing some that I've never seen in my store. So here's the Autumn Rouge, $24.98 for a 2-gallon, guys. And this is what the flower looks like, Autumn Rouge. And then I have Majesty in my store, right? Autumn Majesty, really, really nice. And then they have the Autumn Empress. I don't think I've ever seen that one at my store. It's more of a pink as well. And of course, they have more of the royalty, and they also have bonfire, which of course my store has. That's bonfire right here. Right, this red. And they also have Autumn Kiss. I've never seen an Autumn Kiss. This is really, really pretty. And I think the name definitely matches the flower. Looks like a kiss. These beauties here are really nice. They also have a lot of annuals, the same ones that I have at my store, such as Terenia, Zinnia, Pentas up there. They got a whole bunch of lantanas as well. They also have some New Guinean patience right here, and even more lantana. They also have a lot of ostrich ferns. These guys here are usually $8.48, and they are a shade plant. And this is actually in the Lowe's brand. And then they also have some small containers of the Kimberly fern. Usually when I see the Kimberly fern, they're in these huge containers, but that price is telling me $16.98 still, although it's in a 2.5 quart. They've got a lot of the endless summer hydrangeas, guys. You know I'm a big fan of these. They have the Pop Star for $28.98 in a 2-gallon. They also have the Bloomstruck for $16.98 in a 1-gallon. They also have the Summer Crush, which is more of a red color. This guy here is going to be $16.98. And of course, they have the original, the very first one they brought out before they made those other ones. This beauty here is $28.98 in a 2-gallon, looking really, really nice and healthy. Now, my store has these as well, so that's really good to see. Just like my store, they have a lot of the tropical hibiscus, guys. These beauties here look really, really nice in color, but they are $16.98 because of that nice pot, that yellow and teal and pink. But these guys here love absolute full sun. You're going to be seeing them now because it's so hot. They've also got some beautiful early wonder camellia. I'm a big fan of camellias, and they are really, really lovely in the garden, guys. They're evergreen for me, hardy from zone 7 to 9, and they bloom when a lot of the shrubs are done blooming, right? Love them because they have these beautiful new foliage, and they have all kinds of colors. Now, I'm only seeing the early wonder here, which is a full sun to partial shade plant that grows 6 to 8 feet tall by 4 to 6 feet wide. But I do have the Shishi Gashir, which does really, really well, and it's actually on my foundation. So stay tuned for a video when things really cool down, because that's when camellias really begin to heat up. They've got some of the Summerina Ubeckia for $29.98. I believe my store has these as well. And of course, this guy here, which is the coneflower, which guy know I'm a big fan of coneflowers. I rave about them so much. This particular one here is the Cheyenne Spirit for $17.98. These are one of my favorite coneflowers because they look like this. My store didn't have any recently. I think they had them earlier on, but now they only have the, I think it's called the Prairie Purple. But at this Lowe's, they do have a lot of the Cheyenne Spirit. Now, of course, it's a coneflower, which means it loves full sun, doesn't like to stay wet, and definitely is great for the birds when the season is over. They've got a lot of the crotons, guys. $19.98 for the croton. These beauties here, I love them. They're a tropical plant with these really, really nice foliage. Great for a fall container. Great for a summer container. Really, really nice. I have these at my store as well. I believe I probably have a smaller one because I think mine are $16.98. But either way, they're really known for their foliage. Really, really nice. As expected, there's a lot of lantana out here, guys, and the bees are loving it. They have lantana in the Lowe's brand, they have lantana in the Monrovia brand, and then they have the lantana in the Bloomify brand, and they're all covered in bees. You guys know you're going to be seeing lantana now because it's hot. It's really, really hot, and lantana definitely thrives on the heat. All right, guys, that is pretty much it for me. I really like in this Camp Creek store. Let me know if this is your store and how they usually do with their inventory. Please like, please share, and please subscribe. Remember to hit that notification bell so you can be alerted on all my new videos. I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.